Pels in 41 attempts. Portland's taking 39.
And we talked about whoever wins that three-point line is going to have an opportunity to win this game.
Usually it works that way. Zion, not a lot of space with J.J. Redick getting bounced around. Now J.J. and the floater. He'll shoot two. It took a while.
And you got to give
Portland
credit.
Yeah.
Because Gary Trent Jr. and Robert Covington did an excellent job of defending that. You know, this is the last possible option right there.
Now they've already used their challenge. So that's gone. It'll be J.J. Redick trying to make it a one-point game. And J.J. up to 12. Last night off the bench. A couple of big triples in the win over Memphis. And he comes through. One-point game, 113-112. So if you get it out of Lillard's hand, who's their best option? Gary Trent Jr., you'd have to think.
Or in his canter, rolling to the rim, where there's Trent Jr.
You got it. Beyond the arc, gets a bounce for the rhythm, and hits the triple. Gary Trent Jr.,
that
up to 23.
Line,
He's 5 of 10 on his triples tonight.
That three-point line is the difference in so many NBA basketball games right now.
Zion's got a path, gets to the cup. Big finish, 32 for Zion once again. And that's after 31 last night with 7 boards and 6 dimes. Damian Lillard, multiple screens for him. And J.J. Redick read the pass perfectly. J.J. got a piece of it. He's got a wide open three. Pels take the lead.
And that's an excellent read by Lonzo Ball. Great read by Lonzo Ball. Cross court to J.J. right in rhythm.
Inside of 2 to play.
You got to string together a couple of stops. That's a good read by J.J., but you're going to have to put together a couple against this man right here.
And right back at it. The frozen rope lands for Damian Lillard. Man, does he launch.
He is incredible.
He's got 15 dimes to go along with 38 points now. Brandon Ingram, hesitation move. Lonzo's got the look. And
Paisley drives and finishes. Darius Paisley.
Training punches with 90 seconds left.
That was a really tough matchup. Roby was a different matchup because you didn't have to respect him out to the three-point line. Because Valanciunas has to respect Paisley out to the three-point line, it allows him the room to be able to get by off the dribble. Paisley was 15, which is pretty much what he's been averaging.
Reached by Derrick Jones Jr. He'll go to the free throw line.
And I'll tell you who's been fantastic. And again, he does a lot, just like Steven Adams that won't show up in the stat sheet. Billy Hernangomez's ability to move his feet and stay in front of Damian Lillard.
Forced him to give it up.
Right in transition. Then Lonzo making the read at the right time. I tell you, that has to feel good for JJ. And that started with Billy moving his feet, not allowing Damian Lillard to turn that corner. And Zion, they were on a string. When Billy went, Zion followed him, which led to a steal.
Grizzlies lead by 10.
And an opportunity to stretch this to a three-point game.
Just under 10. And they now have double-digit steals in 13 of the last 17 games. 14 tonight, 5 by Kyle Anderson, tying his career high.
He's got to be proficient at the line. Throughout his career, he's going to live there.
With their activity, get deflection,
33 points in 32 minutes for Zion Williamson tonight.
They do a good job
12 of 18 from
changing
the field. He's also got 6 boards,
tonight,
4
it was
dimes,
their
and
active
collects a pair.
hands in that first half
Pels by
that provided
3.
the
They've
spark
hit on
that they
their
needed
last 6
to get
possessions.
things going offensively.
Can they get this stopped, though?
How about this?
With a little more than a minute to
5
play.
bench players have seen the floor, and all 5
Lillard
have
coming
recorded
off the
a
canter
steal.
screen. You mentioned it, Billy Hernangomez trying to stay in front of him. Instead, it'll be Lillard all the way to the cup. One-point game again.
That guy's something else, man. He is something else.
He's got 40 tonight.
He is something else.
He's up to 13 on 13 of 27 shooting. This is the possession of the game for the Pels with a 1-point lead. Lonzo on the pick for Zion.
And now you got it. Yeah, they cleared out the side to give him space.
Got to go. Ingram will. And Cantor gets it. So the Pels use most of the shot clock. But Damian Lillard coming around, trying to create contact. Gets by Hernangomez for the easy one for Derrick Jones Jr.
That's a really good cut by Derrick Jones Jr. on the weak side of the floor.
Yep.
Excellent job of moving without the basketball. There's so much attention is being paid to Damian Lillard. You can see there's three guys right there. Zion comes over, Derrick Jones Jr. moving without the ball.
Did a great job of repositioning himself behind Gilgeous Alexander. He thought he was still standing out of the arc. Look at it. He doesn't even realize that he has now changed his angle. And Morant able to find him again in rhythm. Grayson Allen at home on the left side of the court with those threes.
He has tied his career high with 6 threes made tonight. It's also his third 20-point game of the season. Dylan Brooks with that last foul. It's 5 on him. Kenrich Williams returns. You know, we started to see this Grayson Allen in the seeding games where he averaged 13.5 and shot 48% from three. Gilgeous Alexander makes both.
And it's been Zion inside. It has also been Lonzo outside.
2 minutes remaining in regulation.
That's what it boils down.
They come to trap Morant.
Lonzo outside. So where are you
Brandon Clark
going?
with 7 to shoot.
That's what it boils down to for the Pels.
Grayson
Down
Allen off the bounce,
point.
floats it up and in.
123,
Grayson Allen with 22.
28.7 to
Hammer,
play.
nail, coffin, this
You know how
baby
Derrick Jones
is
Jr.
over.
was just prepared to make that play?
Hooper,
If
Paisley
Lonzo
hits the
Ball,
three.
J.J. Redick, Billy Hernangomez, and
They're
Brandon
going
Ingram,
to
you have
shoot
to be ready to
immediately
make a play
because
because they are going to throw everyone at Zion
timing
if
of the
he's
game.
involved in this play.
Yeah, you only need a bucket. It doesn't require a three.
They're
Zion.
gonna double check.
And he's hit by
that's a good
Covington.
three.
Rubbed out of the play. And
But the court tell
Pels with an
administrator that
opportunity
whole
to take the
process
lead with
was a lot faster.
26.4.
They wanted to confirm that it was indeed a
Zion
three.
shoots 2.
So a 12-point lead with one.
Pels still have a foul to give.
Yeah, they haven't found this quarter at all.
So it'll be interesting to see when you do that. If Zion can collect a pair. If they can go back up by 1. So he gathers himself. He's already at 13 attempts tonight. And gets the roll. It's all even at 123.
Offensive defensive substitution as Josh Hart goes in to replace J.J. Redick.
Delay a game. They're calling it on Zion.
They're calling on Zion.
Right.
That new rule where you can't go back too far. Like
At the line.
Yeah.
Well, here it is with 26.4 to play for the lead. He's got it. 11:50 into the strike. Timeout, Terry Stotts in Portland. Zion
Day stretch
with
without
30.
a game, so they added this. It becomes the second of a back-to-back as they lost to Portland last night. Grayson Allen with a miss. Tonight's game produced by Scott Zachary, directed by Tom Hewitt. Brian Wright with the graphics. Jason Boyer, our replay lead tonight. Muscala, that's his 5th triple of the game. 20 for Mike Muscala. His 4th 20-point game of the season.
And that was an extra step off of the three-point line also.
But this night will belong to the Grizzlies, and they'll get back to 500 at 12-12.
Adding this to his game as well. He is
Clark
humbly,
leans,
and I will say
misses,
that word again, he is
Valanciunas
humbly
offensive rebound.
dominating this
He
league
gets
right now,
clobbered.
and it is
Jonas
awesome to see.
to the line.
And with that make at the free throw line,
The thing is, he gets clobbered, but it's the person that does the clobbering that has to pick himself up for the
He
floor.
had that early in his career.
Let Kenrich
Towards the end of the regular season, right before the shutdown with the
needed
pandemic.
an 8 count there.
It's only going to get better for
corner
all of us.
somewhere.
Valanciunas turned around and looked like
36
Did I get a mosquito
on
bite?
18 shots because he is going to be at the free throw line a lot. That's efficient.
Good night for JV. Good night for the Grizzlies.
So what is it going
Nice
to be
bounce
besides
back for
Lillard?
them also. and a lot of it, a lot of credit
Come
goes
on.
to their
Lillard's already
defensive
matched his career
intensity
high
in
with
that
16 assists.
they were able to
That's
come
how
up with stops.
well he has played
Didn't just
tonight.
rely on
He's
the
got 40
steal. Yes,
points with 16
they'll have a
assists.
And everything
high
is gonna
steal
go through
number
him.
and converted
And I like
turnovers,
the
but a lot of
offensive
it also
defensive
was
substitution
just
right
solid
here.
defense
Going small to match up
culminating
Portland.
in a rebound.
Yeah, the Grizzlies
Lack of
holding
size on the floor.
as Melodone hits
Melo
a
is
three.
going to bring it in.
Well, that's
Melo
19
Anthony will
threes
bring
for
it in.
opponents on back-to-back nights.
Covington will set the
area
pick
they're going to have to do a
on
better
Lonzo.
job.
And they'll utilize the backcourt. finds some room.
Taylor Jenkins is going to take a timeout.
Final 20 seconds of regulation. What's it going to be?
I think so.
Lillard on the run. Goes to the line looking for the three-point play.
Taylor Jenkins has been ejected.
He's been the difference all night long for the Blazers. He's up to 42 and could be 43.
And you know, he did what Zion did in the first half. You know, you almost expect him to dribble the clock down, take his time, and maybe take a final shot. Look how early he went in the shot clock. So I don't know if he caught Lonzo Ball off guard, the fact that he wasn't prepared for him to go. But again, he did an excellent job of turning the corner, using his body.
Right there, whatever he said.
Well, I think the fact that he walked on the court and didn't immediately signal for a timeout, that might have been what Eric Drew saw. I see a coach on the floor without
And you can make it 8 of 8 as the Pels take their final timeout.
They were going to give him the timeout.
What is in the plan in a 2-point lead for Portland?
He was calling timeout, and I think it was the tone of which he was talking at that point is why they gave him the second.
So, ejection for Taylor Jenkins on a second technical foul. Grayson Allen, meanwhile, continues his hot shooting. Season high 23 at the Lakers. He's got 22 tonight. He's tied his career high with 6 3-point makes. Also 3 assists and a steal.
I thought he was just really good at finding the areas around the arc to be able to get shots and being able to play off of such a dynamic player like Ja Morant. You just have to get to the spot, and when you get to the spot, he'll find you. And the passes are always pinpoint passes. All Grace has to do is get his feet, shoulders square, and knock it down.
So Scala will shoot the tech with 25.3 remaining.
Biggest thing for the Grizzlies now is get the ball in bounds. Understand that the Thunder have
time where the Pels have fared fairly well this year. What's it going to be? Put it on the officials. Get it to Zion. You go inside, you may get an and 1 too.
Right.
So let's see the play call on the timeout for Stan Van Gundy and the Pels. Zion's got 36. Dame Lillard's got 43. What a display by these two. Got to get it in. Josh Hart with Brandon Ingram. Zion on the pick.
With 14.7.
Brandon sizing things up against Covington. Now to be Lonzo for the lead. Not close. Back to...
So for the Grizzlies, 2 more on the homestand. Detroit on Friday, Phoenix on Saturday.
Tough break at the end for the Pels with a couple of decent looks.
3-game road trip. They go on to Milwaukee, then on to Cleveland.
And give Portland credit as they pick up their 6th consecutive win.
You give them credit for what they did offensively and hitting the plays that they needed to make down the stretch.
Good job playing out on the road.
Getting the stops. The problem that I have with that last offensive
both these teams have struggled at home and been great on the road.
The man that has got you to this point offensively did not touch the basketball.
That's why I said to you,
and we're done here.
Put it on the officials because
Grizzlies will win it 122 to 113.
And on this end for Portland, there wasn't a play that happened down the